Here tonight are ready to get their first real look at their guys here this year. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Well, you know, I always think pitching and defense are keys to success in the long run. As we take a look at their arms, I see a lot of reason for optimism. A lot can happen over the course of a season, but if these guys stay healthy and pitch to their abilities, they should be in pretty good shape.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Story scoops it up. And he's retired here, one away.
Batting second, third baseman, number 11.
Standing in, number 11. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Matt, the interesting thing about Lawrence, now I think the way he sets up is almost telling you what he's going to call. He'll call one side of the plate more than he will the other. Look at his setup. Maybe that'll help you out.
And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. In now, Xander Bogaerts. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. First offering on its way. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Way in front of a great slider that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. Another one sent foul. Now another 2-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Red Sox leave 1. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. HR, what's the key in trying to stop their opponents winning streak?
Matt, this is a scary lineup. They've got power and they have speed. They score runs in all different ways. They hit the ball in the ballpark and they score on balls in the gap when you have a runner at first base. That's what speed, power combination can do. This is a very tough lineup. Well, this is the recipe they want. Their pitcher comes out, throws a scoreless top of the first, and then you get a leadoff single to start the bottom of the inning. Good start.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cameron Maybin. Stands in as he looks at ball one here. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a week for them. I mean, to put together 7 games in a row, it's nice to go to the ballpark and say, we're winning today. That's what they've been doing. So now they're looking for 8. Pretty impressive.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
But this is speared by the first baseman.
Batting third, the shortstop.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Comes set with the 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Benintendi going back on it at the track. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting fourth.
Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Moreland.
Split-fingered pitch is in there for strike 1. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball's down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
Here's Steve Pearce now, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Now at the plate, Michael Chavis.
Second baseman, Michael Chavis.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge moves over and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And even with 2 outs now, they won't risk running on that arm out there as he's forced to sit tight at third base.
Number 3, Sandy.
Digging in the switch hitter, Sandy Leon. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And that misses ball 1.
Well, I don't know how he missed that pitch. That ball's in the zone a long time, but he missed it. I guess that happens.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close. And now that was an easy take. Now he's locked in. You're sitting there 2-0. Get real specific. Make him throw you your pitch.
A strike, and it's 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Scorched to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, you wouldn't have expected this kind of at bat out of him, but he's fought himself right back with an opportunity now to really drive in 2 runs.
And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. And the run's going to come into score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Mookie Betts is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
High in the air out to center field. Benintendi is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 6.
Digging in now, Gary Sanchez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 7.
Digging in, Edwin Encarnacion. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Never fun to see a pitch come up and in, but obviously not being a fastball, he didn't mean anything by it.
Grounded to short. Bogaerts has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is digging in for his second at bat, number 11, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now. Here it comes. Ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes again. 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the 3rd. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
That was a tough split right there. A splitter in the high 80s. When you're throwing that kind of split with that kind of movement, you're reading it with the arm speed as a hitter. You think it's fastball, then it dips. And when it's coming in the 80s like that, you definitely read fastball out of the hand.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Here's Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In there, and it's 0-1. Runner at second here with one man out. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Now that was a good pitch to lay off. When it starts on the outside half of the plate, that slider right there, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Maben has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Mitch Moreland. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A man on third with 2 down. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Stanton is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there. Stepping up now, Torres. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Number 25.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Into the windup and the pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Martinez is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the. Striding in once again, Steve Pearce. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. Starts him out with the slider for a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Ready for another chance. Michael Chavis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
The catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sandy Leon. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. From the stretch. 2-1 pitch is a splitter swung on and missed. 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now that's a nice base hit right there. Don't overlook this guy just because he's down at the bottom of the order. He's a pretty good hitter.
Andrew Benintendi will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Got the ground ball he's looking for right there. A hard grounder, but it just wasn't at somebody. If it's at somebody, it's a double play ball. Now he's got to get back to work and maybe get another one.
Here's Mookie Betts, and this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Tapper up the line. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here. Digging in and looking for more, number 11. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Low with the splitter, ball one.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
1 run is scored. 2 runs have scored. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 6-0 ball game. Ready for another shot now. J.D. Martinez. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Little dribbler down the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit out towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So coming to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Out of play. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. Again, he sends it out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Here's Cameron Maybin now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Trevor Story. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he takes ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Giancarlo Stanton now 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Chavis ranges to his left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They won't make 6-0 deficit.
First baseman Mitch Moreland.
Mitch Moreland is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Stanton has a read on it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's Steve Pearce now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's a ball he worked on all day. I was out here early. He stayed with it and just shot it the other way. Beautiful execution of a game plan.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready once again, Sandy Leon. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Dom Herman is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Now batting, catcher.
So striding in, Gary Sanchez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Betts will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting,
Edwin Encarnacion now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign.
He just sports that ball up the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Coming to the plate now, Torres.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy an inning, changes dramatically.
He might have been setting him up with that high fastball to change his eye level. Now he's...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1. And the pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. It's a swinging bunt up the line. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Number 11.
Digging in and looking for more. Number 11. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. 2-0.
Clearly they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's setting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Pitch on the way. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another payoff pitch. Grounded to first. Taken in by Encarnacion, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 0-for-3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And that's in there for strike 1.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
Down and away, ball 1. 8 runs on 12 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Misses, ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Through 5.5, it's the Red Sox 8 and the Yankees nothing. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First delivery to him on the way. Soft liner to the left side, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Well, there's a nice little soft liner. I know it's a leadoff base hit. It wasn't hit as hard as he'd like to, but sometimes that little soft liner starts rallying.
DJ LeMahieu.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working. Yeah, they've been stymied so far in this one, but they've strung together a couple hits and are poised to finally break through. A base hit to the outfield, and we've got the makings of something special working here.
Standing in now, Cameron Maybin, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
To short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Up next for the Yankees.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Betts posts under it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Grounded back up the middle. Bogaerts to his left. He's there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Run on 2 hits for the Yankees. 7th inning coming up. The Red Sox on top, 8-1.
First baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Mitch Moreland is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1-1. Here it comes. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
2-2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Steve Pearce will be next. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. This is skied into short left center. Stanton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting,
trying to pick things up where he left off. Steve Pearce. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Line drive to left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. The breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high, let it fly. When they start out low, you got to let it go.
Stepping in now, Michael Chavis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Drilled to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, they did a nice job of trying to change his eye level. The fastball up, off-speed pitch down.
Number 3.
Problem was, it just didn't work.
He's set and the pitch. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Runners are at second and third with one down. In there, 1-1.
1-1.
Whoa. 2-1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You can see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And a high strike there, 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Torres ranging into the outfield, and that retires the side. Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Aaron Judge.
Shot back up the middle. Benintendi has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready for another shot now. Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Another 0-2 coming. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Betts. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Edwin Encarnacion. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Lays off 1-0.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Mookie Betts.
Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Out of play. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Swinging a hard liner to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Down to the plate, number 11. Bats with a homer and 2 doubles to his credit. Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's J.D. Martinez looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out, nobody on. Weekly hit towards first. And Encarnacion will take this to the bag, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. So coming to the plate, Torres. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Now batting. Designated hitter
Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. A hit in 2 tries so far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, that's just textbook hitting right there. Ball's away, stays with down with it, takes his head to the ball, and just flips it into left field. Nice swing.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Fastball. Strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Cameron Maybin now. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Cameron Maybin. Your attention, please.
Boyd will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Voit.
Liner toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
That ball's hit pretty good. I like the single, but man, the only reason we're talking about a single is how the defense really executed. They played deep, no doubles. They didn't want the ball in the gap. They were able to cut it off and
delivery to him on the way. Takes this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working. Back in the Big Apple now as we are set for what remains of this presentation of baseball on the show.
Center field, number 51.
Standing in, Xander Bogaerts. Looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Chad Green enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Aaron Hicks is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Number 31, Aaron Hicks.
Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Mitch Moreland. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And there's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter.
Here's Steve Pearce now. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. At the plate, Michael Chavis. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. 1 left for the Red Sox. And it remains an 8-1 ball game. Giancarlo Stanton now. Starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Well, he got jammed on that one right there, and he's strong enough to muscle it into right field for the base hit. It's going to be a line drive tomorrow in the paper.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Aaron Judge is at the plate as he watches ball one.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
If he can keep hitting the corner with that two-seam fastball, it's going to be really effective. But if he leaves it out over the middle of the plate, it could be a dangerous spot. Now, it's not always about velocity. There's some Hall of Fame pitchers that didn't throw that hard, but they made a living with that pitch.
Back to first, a ninth-inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Catcher, Gary.
Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this is low, ball one. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. 1-1, here it comes. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox will add one.